Welcome back to another GeekWhat video, and today I'm taking you over the best budget Steam gaming PC. So the Steam box, whether that be for your living room or to run Steam OS, that sort of area, is fully capable of running Windows 7, 8, 10 or etc. as well, but this is a Steam box, so recommended for some of the latest titles that are on Steam and the newly released Steam OS. So let's get to it. It ranges from $350 to $420, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a second with the different options. So yeah, let's get started. So the CPU, you've got two options. If you're going to go really budget, you can go for an APU from AMD, which combines both the graphics and the CPU into one. The APU that I would go for would be the A10 7850K, coming in at $123. If you did want to go for a separate, slightly more expensive CPU and GPU separately, which will give you more performance, then Athlon X4 860K will do you well for $70. Both of those use the same socket, so will fit on the same motherboard. So for the motherboard, I've gone for the ASRock FM2A78M ITX Plus. This is a perfectly capable motherboard in an ITX form factor, so Steam boxes do tend to be small for your lounge. So it's got a PCIe slot on there, it's got an FM2 Plus socket, two RAM DIMMs slots, as well as your DVI, your HDMI and VGA connectors on the back for the integrated graphics, or the APU graphics shall we say, along with USB 3 and 7.1 channel audio. So that's the motherboard, great motherboard, lovely and balanced. For the RAM, you've got two options. If you're going for the APU system, go for one 4GB DIMM of Kingston HyperX. That would be my trusted memory. You can either go red, black, white or blue colours, so there's plenty of options there. And if you're going to go for the higher build, go for two 4GB DIMMs, so go for 8GB, which will populate both your slots. If you are going to use an APU, do keep in mind though that if you do have dual channel memory, so that's two DIMMs, you will get double the bandwidth, but you do not want to start with two 2GB DIMMs. If I were you, I'd start with one 4GB DIMM and add another 4GB DIMM in later. If you can go with 8GB straight away, then that's definitely a good method to look into. For storage, WD Caviar Black 1TB. 1TB, it will store your full Steam library, all your games, etc., movies, music, media library. And because it's the WD Black drive, it is a bit more expensive, but it combines the SSD and hard drive performance into one to give you not only mass storage but much faster boot up times, just to save you a bit of money on separate SSD and hard drive there as well. For the graphics card, the MSI Radeon R7 360 or the EVGA GTX 750 Ti will do you perfectly well. The R7 360 will beat out the 750 in some things, but 750 is predominantly more powerful. 750's also got Nvidia's Game Stream to shield devices, and you've also got Shadowplay to record your gameplay without using any CPU utilization. So you've got two options there. R7 360 slightly cheaper, and if you did want to go AMD, then MSI's R7 360 is a good option. But if you can go for the 750 Ti for another $10, it will suit you perfectly. For the case, none other than the CM Elite 110, a lovely small form factor case, USB 3, headphone, microphone, hard drive indicator, LED reset button, etc. And the power button is the logo on the front. GPU cooling isn't so much an issue with this case, as the small GPUs do have access to fresh air straight from the left side panel. You've got plenty of ventilation, with ventilation on the back, the front and on both sides, so you're going to have no problem with cooling, especially in smaller cabinets, if that's your plan for this build. Great case for only $30, USB 3, everything you could possibly need. For the power supply, there was only really one option, with it being a smaller build, you need as much room as you can, so it's quite a small power supply in the first place, but the fact that it is semi-modular means you only connect the cables that you need, which will save you even more space with extra cable clutter. So for $25, the CX430M PSU from Corsair is a great option. If you have found this video helpful, drop a like rating below, and remember to subscribe and tweet me using the hashtag GeekWhatsBigSummer. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next GeekWhat video. The video you've just been watching is all part of GeekWhat's Big Summer. Check the links in the description below for 50 videos over 42 days and 6 weeks. The idea is to get loads of tech related content up, from tech terminology, tech reviews, tech news, PC builds, tech topics, along with a load of Windows 10 content, and my budget build guide 2015 and how to build a gaming PC 2015 tutorials. We'll see you in the next GeekWhat video, and I'll see you over on Twitter with hashtag GeekWhat's Big Summer.